Hello, be patient. Here I go, here I go again. What's my weakness? Man. Good evening. Ooh, what a day. What a mighty fine good day. Hey, I really appreciate that, Peyton. Peyton Goldsworthy. I love your name, by the way. I hope you've had an incredible day as well. It's been an amazing day. Any darkness that attempted to come through, I combated that baloney. Here's a little gold nugget for you. If any of you want a better life, hang out for a little while. Because that's what we're here to talk about. Improving the quality of your life. Keep in mind, it's a choice. Improving the quality of your life is literally a choice. It's a decision. You don't have to do it. My past was really dark. Your past was supposed to be really dark. Because if it wasn't dark, you would have not realized, I don't want to live in that darkness. I prefer better. Bigger. Not about better and bigger, but like, I don't know. I didn't love when I used to like not breathe so well. I appreciate waking up in the morning and feeling alive. And I did pretty much every drug in the book. I abused myself mentally, physically, and emotionally. But if you desire a better life, yes, it's possible. I'm living proof it's possible. You gotta make the choice. You gotta decide. You say, hey, from this day moving forward, I'm gonna choose me. That's really what it takes, and I think that's what most people are terrified about. Choosing themselves. Am I worthy of fun, laughter, excitement, experience, world travels, first class? Am I worthy of all that? Jack Graham in the house, ladies and gentlemen, humans of all kind. Beautiful, Peyton. You let everyone go. The cool thing is when you choose yourself more, you say nice things to yourself. You build up your confidence. You realize that you have a gift. You are a gift. And you realize that the gift that your passion, you've discovered a passion. You participate in it more and you give it back. It's pretty awesome. And the more you give it to other people, you help other people, you inspire them to do the same. That's a pretty sweet thing to do in life. I didn't say it's going to be easy. But nobody said life was going to be easy. I will say, though, that the more I show up for myself and participate in my growth and care for myself, like say nice things to myself and challenge myself, the easier it gets. The more fun you have. The more fears yes, King, woo! The more you overcome your fears and you work at chipping them away, you realize there ain't nothing I can't do. And so you start to participate in challenging yourself. And a challenge is good. Like the more you can appreciate, the appreciation lately in my life is the name of the game. The more you can appreciate everything you experience. The noise chatter, what will people think, the people pleasing, whatever, or all the noise in your head, like whatever's gravitating you away from more. Even if you appreciate all of that, life will get better. Me and my boyfriend aren't arguing anymore. Beautiful. Remember, arguing tends to be a temporary thing. Everything in life is temporary. All storms pass. There's always a clearing. Storms don't last forever. So I'm really happy for you, Gay Country Farm, but make sure that you communicate and you come up, you grow and you learn from the experience. You're supposed to have the experiences to learn from. So you do your best not to make the same mistake, or you grow. You're on this planet to grow. Vimic Thee 451. Hello, I'm looking for a caring life partner for me. Beautiful. Do you know the kind of person that you would love to spend time with? Have you created a long list of the kind of person that you would love to spend more time with? Sri Lanka, so nice to see you. A lot of times when we're seeking someone to spend time with, it's because we desire them to fill something that we find we don't have ourselves. So if we want more love, we don't feel like we have enough love in our life, you're going to attract other people that remind you that you don't believe you are loving or lovable. So one of the best things you can do is learn to love yourself. Practice loving yourself. Just try it. Look in the mirror. Just go, I love you. God, you look good. Now, I couldn't always say that. I could say it now. Super grateful you're all here. Rich T, we got Glink Manuel in the house. Josep FB, Chung Ching. I can't say a lot of your names. I know that I can count on you to give me some tips and use my relationship. Beautiful. There's a lot of people on TikTok that if you follow, people that are going to teach you in the areas that you wish to excel in. If you want to build better relationships, follow relationship coaches. If you want to make more money, follow people that teach you tips on how to generate more cash flow, how to appreciate money. So anytime you open your TikTok and you seek more guidance, you will get guidance. Everybody I follow, there's nobody I follow pretty much that isn't teaching me something. Slandek, thanks for the kind words. How can you deal with your husband being a woman? Why deal with your husband being a woman? How can you deal with your husband? Phyllis Mays, are you saying that your husband is transgender, or your husband dresses like a woman, or I'm confused what you're saying. Yes, Landek, I live in a couple hours north of New York City. Thanks for sharing the live. If you appreciate what I bring to the table, let's share this good. I come to you with nothing but good to share, so you can help you feel better in your own skin. Ah, thanks. The color looks good on me. It's more of a summer shirt, but I was feeling summery. It was like 45, 50 in the Hudson Valley today, and the sun was out, and a lot of the snow had melted. So I was feeling summery. Made some videos for some content for my business. RJ Explorer in the house, ladies and gentlemen, humans of all kind. Ooh, look at all this crass that's coming through here. Hey, I appreciate you all throwing some shade and some laughter, trying to bring a smile to my face. It worked. I age gracefully, baby. Cavities ain't got any. I take good care of myself. Brazil in the house, ladies and gentlemen, humans of all kind. Hernan, why do you want a boyfriend? It's valid to want a boyfriend. Ecuador in the house. I think a lot of people want a partner for all the reasons that they're going to attract someone in their life to make it even more difficult. New York in the house, rough weed, thanks for the kind words. BF just lost one of his good friends in an accident. He's been taking it hard. How can I help? Ulysses, my heart goes out to your boyfriend. I think the only thing that you can do is say, hey, I'm here for you if you need to talk. I'm here for you if you need someone to communicate with, a shoulder to cry on, and that's it. If you need a hug, that's it. Keep your distance. If anyone's, partner goes through drug abuse, substance abuse, depression, I'm here for you. If you want to talk, if you need a hug, I love you. I'm here for you. If it's a sibling, a parent, you can't really do much else. Trying to do much else is just going to enforce something that they're not willing to accept. How to celebrate? Do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day? Not really. I'm not Irish. I used to work at an Irish bar in New York City, and I just got wasted there a lot on alcohol. And I'm not really for getting wasted anymore. South Carolina in the house. I lost my husband's a brain hemorrhage. How do I start dating again? Peyton, my heart goes out to you. I can imagine there's a lot of insight to get. I'm not sure how long you lost your husband, but I know that a lot of close people, people in my life that their close ones died. They gained a hell of a lot of insight. Their life, because they chose to gain the insight, they gained a lot of insight in for living. What if your partner passed because they passed to give you a better quality of life? These are all things that we don't think about, and I don't really know the answer. But how do you start dating again? I would love you to believe that you appreciate yourself. Realize that dating is simply meeting other people. It's going to be challenging, but you're just really meeting other people that you might find interest in. Keep attachment out. If you had a nice time, great. Show interest. If they don't get back to you, there's someone better for you. Too often we think that I'm a failure. This didn't work out. Nobody's going to love me. That's inner work that you need to do yourself. I would love you to think about, Peyton, all the qualities that you really appreciate in your partner and create a list of all the things you would love to attract in another person. But also realize all the things that you don't care for in a person. You get to choose. Milwaukee here, enjoy New York. I love New York. I lived in New York City for 15 years. COVID came. My partner and I had been trying to have a country home upstate. So we left our apartment there. We got a place up here, and now we have a place in both places. So it's something we've been dreaming about for a long time. You're a very insightful man. I enjoy listening to you always. Sherry, so good to see you as always. Super grateful you're here. Anxiety problems. I appreciate you speaking up. King eyes and the king of my kingdom. In control of my ship. I have anxiety problems. RJ Explorer, I hope you realize that you're not alone. I would think that most people on the planet have anxiety challenges. Practice presence. Practice being present. Meditate. Practice being in the present moment. If you're not sure where to begin, start following people on TikTok that teach you about being present. Read some books. Research it. There's so many opportunities to learn about what we're challenged with. Anxiety just means you're not being in the present moment. That's all that exists. If you're worried about the future, if you're stressing too much about the past doesn't exist. It already happened. Even though in the quantum realm, the past, the present, and the future is all happening at once. But I don't quite fully understand that, so we're not going to dive into that. Dina Moser. I was going to take the king eyes, but I'll take the kind as well. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. 5 years, Peyton, yes. So much insight to gain from when people that were close to us pass. Believe that they're still with you. They're just not in body form. And ultimately, they want you to be joyful. They want you to be happy. My boyfriend used to drink a lot before I met him, but since I've known him, he doesn't drink. Okay. Beautiful. It's great to know. Beautiful. Peyton, tears in your eyes. Appreciate those tears. We discount, we judge, we throw shame towards our feelings and emotions when, if you really think about it, wouldn't life be kind of boring if we didn't have emotions? Wouldn't it be kind of boring? Uneventful? If you didn't feel joy sometimes, wouldn't it be, if you were just like, bleh. So we need to appreciate the emotions. The challenge is we've been taught, particularly as men. I'm a gay man, just in case you were joining me for the first time. We've been taught, like men particularly have been taught to suppress those things we call emotions. Don't talk about it. Don't cry about it. We need to appreciate our emotions just the way they are. The more you appreciate even the tough ones, it's there to challenge you. It's there to teach you something. The more you can appreciate it, all that you experience, the good, the bad, the in-between, whatever label you want to give them. Because some people label happiness as unforeseen, impossible, and it's not a joyful experience. But that's just because they were taught by some teachers, parents, guardians, society, that they're not deserving of joy. So they've labeled it and thrown it away. But all of that's a choice. Would you even believe that you've chosen to experience pain? You chose to experience suffering, sadness, and that's okay. Appreciate it. I'm telling you, the more I appreciate everything in my life is completely accelerated, elevated. Thanks, I'm respecting his grieving and giving him space. It's just hard because he's distant. Remember, it has nothing to do with you. It's what he has to go through, Ulysses. But there is insight to gain on your end. I know it's tough seeing a loved one go through some tough times. My partner and I have been together for almost 15 years. And I'd say maybe about a year ago, things started getting really tough. And so the communication was off. He was in the city a lot, and so when he came home, like you hope to have fun, but then you just don't have fun. And you're like, I was going through growing pains in my business, which is now excelling because I'm giving it more healthy, loving attention. He was sleeping on couches at friends' places in the city because he had to be there for work, but we didn't have an apartment. So we eventually built the courage to have a conversation, make it work. And it's almost like once we had that open line of communication, my business took off. I started generating more cash flow than ever before on my own. I had a record-breaking year last year for my own business, making my own cash, not having a boss. That took courage, that took bravery, that took stepping into fear, the fear of the unknown. And I'm alive to talk about it. If you really think about it, all of you have survived 100% of your bad days. So because we had that open line of communication with ourselves, genuine, appreciative communication, sincere communication with ourselves and our partner or our friends, our family, is the name of the game. It will change your life forever. Emotions are there to help us grow, are there to have us have an experience. But we have to really pay attention to what emotions, Sherry, and that's a great question, so thank you for asking. We got to really pay attention to what emotions we're giving our attention over to. I took a program from this amazing coach. And he talked about the emotions. We find it necessary to really get so attached to our anger, frustration. And every time you find yourself attached to any negative emotion, this might hurt. This was a massive aha for me. Anytime you're attached to a negative emotion, anger, frustration, pain, just lack, anything, the more you entertain it, it's like leaving your hand on a hot stove knowing that the pain is hurting you, and you just keep on leaving your hand on the flame. So the more you can appreciate all of your emotions, particularly the tough ones, the more they lose the grip on you. The more things start to change. You start to give less attention. Where your attention goes, energy flows. You're made of energy. So if your attention is on that hot stove and you leave your hand there, it's going to burn and it's going to expand and you're going to experience more pain in your life. Breddingsworth, the replay will be put up tomorrow morning. It was a crushing one. The new member of the tribe, David, showed up, and it was amazing. So check the replay. Thanks, Peyton. Appreciate you. Yeah, I believe after I lost him, I went through drugs to help, but I got better now from depression. Beautiful, Peyton. Remember, when we get depressed, it's because we're playing a character that our spirit is tired of playing. I got depressed. Most people get depressed. It's kind of part of the process. You have to play a character so much that ain't conducive to your overall health, wealth, abundance. And the more you play that character, your body's going to be like, I don't like this. This isn't aligning with like the fun person that I came on this planet to become. Yes, you can become fun. You're on this planet to have more fun, to have more experience, to grow, to evolve. That's why you're on this planet. Thank you, Sherry. Really appreciate that. And life and business will always have its challenges, but the more you show up for yourself and be kind to yourself and learn from your mistakes and appreciate yourself, the challenges are welcome. The fear, I've literally got to the point where like when I experience fear, I just start to laugh because it's not real. Isn't that wild? It's not real. So take it from someone that's experienced body image issues, heavy drug usage. I'm gay, so that came with that set of challenges. Mentally, physically, and emotionally abused myself. Dated a lot of guys, changed my career a few times. Started his own business and is now thriving. Again, it's not to toot my own horn. It's to remind you that wherever you are in your life, you can change it. And I highly encourage you to change it. It gets so good when you choose you. And a great something to start setting the intention. Remember, an intention is a desired aim. It's kind of a feeling that you want to experience more. It's different than a goal. Usually like a goal is like an external result, like a car, like money and like physical money or a six pack. Do you really need a six pack to be loved? Or can you just remind yourself every day that you already are loved with or without the six pack? If you're into bodybuilding, beautiful. But a lot of people find, especially in the gay community, think that they're gonna feel better when they get this six pack. Now, mind you, if they're eating a balanced diet and they're working out a lot, that's like your endorphins are going bananas. So that raises your energy, sure. But there's still that belief within you that you're not good enough. And that ain't gonna solve the challenge. That ain't gonna solve the belief. You think it's going to change you, but it's not. So, yeah, Jim Carrey does talk about depression on television. That's where I gained that insight from. Robbie Bone in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I've moved forward in strides. And Sherry, the cool thing, like all of you, the cool thing is, like I'm 41 years old. That to me is young. I feel better than ever. And I see myself like doing high kicks, jumping out of airplanes at like 100. That means I got like, if it's 100, like 59 years to rock and roll. That's why like investing in yourself, choosing you, like following people on social media that like teach you a lot about life and how to make it better. It's so worth it. I'm not trying to sell my coaching, but like I'm a coach. I help people. I just got off a call with a client that's making incredible, tremendous strides in his life. All of my clients are. Some of them are slower than others, but they're all dedicated towards their growth. Now it costs money. It's just, people don't really take seriously the things that are free. They don't. Now I actually have a lot of people send me personal messages saying, "Hey, all the stuff you post online is really helping me. My life is so different, and I'm so grateful." But even though it's free to be on TikTok and it's free for the moment to be on Instagram and Facebook, I think they're charging soon. It's free for the moment. But when people listen to what I say and they take their attention and they pay attention and then they implement any strategy, gold nugget, they think about it, they take note, they journal about it, they choose to change their life because they pay attention, then you're paying for something, aren't you? Money is just another form of payment. You follow? You get what I'm saying? So it's all about paying attention. whatever you're giving your attention over to. I charge a higher price for one-on-one coaching. It's not for everybody. Some people, it's very expensive. If they really want to change their life and they believe in themselves and we're a good match to work, you should save the money. Make it work. Come up with the money. Maybe it's not a lot for some people. But a lot of people that make a lot of money aren't really willing to change. They're stuck in their habits and their beliefs. So, but it's worth the payment. You get someone like myself backing you up every moment of the way, the thick, the thin, and the in-between, and everything will change. I'm living proof it's possible. I'm living that dream. It can be possible for you. Any tips? Let me see. Yes, Peyton, I'm so grateful you're here. It's not by chance that you just stumbled upon my page, Peyton. Your heart took you here. Your heart knows you better than anyone else in the world, including yourself. So what would your heart say? Listen to your heart more. Not what your mind says, not what your programmed mind, conditioned mind, and your conditioned body has believed. What would your heart say? You can always ask your heart, what does it think? What do you believe? And you will get an answer. You can you can have a healthier communication with your body. Any tips on keeping healthy, open lines of communication in a relationship? Ulysses, great question. Confidence and bravery are two muscles. Think of them like muscles to build upon. Because communication, speaking about what you're internalizing, what you're afraid to speak of, it takes some building of confidence. You don't only have to build confidence to give public speeches or, stand in front of a crowd, be on stage, or there's so many other ways that confidence really plays a big role in how you live your everyday life. Job interviews, building your own business, believing in yourself. You build confidence in the belief in yourself and what your value is. You can do anything. Become a world traveler, fly first class, anything. So when it comes to a relationship with someone else, you must remember that a relationship with someone else, and this might be new to some of you, but this is how relationships work. Daniel, I see you have a question for me. I'll get to you in just a moment, my friend. I really appreciate your patience. Relationships, we're not taught this. I'm living proof. I've been in one for 15 years. I've studied this for a long time. The more you get the hang of it, you understand, wow. But relationships, if you want a partnership, you want to be in a relationship with anybody else beyond yourself, because we can have relationships with the bees, with our boss, with our family, with our lover. So if we want a better relationship with our lover, they are the mirrored reflection, of everything that you're afraid to look at. Not them physically, but you have attracted them into your life to help you learn, to teach you. They're doing it unconsciously. My partner doesn't know that he's the best teacher for me. He doesn't realize it. So when he says something that stirs me up, that makes me uneasy, doesn't really do that anymore because I've gotten better at this. But when he would say, there were years ago when I was struggling with my weight and I was eating food and it was so good. I remember it specifically. It's the first time in my life where I was like, oh, wow. Where he said, are you done eating that yet? The first thing out of my mind, I wanted to be like, and then I thought, wow, that's a message from him that's coming through him unconsciously saying, you don't want to eat that. You're trying to get better with your, eating smaller meals. That's what I was trying for at that time. And just because it was extra delicious doesn't mean I should be stuffing food in my face. Another way to look at it, to make more sense, is I know we don't really get bills in the mail anymore, where we pay them online for the most part. But if you get bills in the mail, and your mailman delivers you a bill or a reminder that you owe money to something, are you going to get angry at the messenger, at the post office man? No, you're not going to get angry at him. You're going to feel frustrated and emotional because it's reminding you that you owe money for an exchange of value. So your partner is the messenger. Build some confidence. Develop some bravery. And last but not least, set the intention every day that you already have a healthy line of communication with your partner. Remember, what you seek is seeking you. So if you seek more fun in life, start thinking about all the things that bring you fun and joy and write it down. I am so grateful in life that I participate in XYZ. I am so grateful in life that I have an open line, a healthy line of communication with my partner. And the more you act as if it already exists and you think about it, you feel it, you'll experience it. No, I'm not straight, but I'm perfectly imperfect just the way that I am. Pat Cook, I am far beyond okay. But I appreciate you asking, Pat Cook. It's been a phenomenal day. I'm 57 years old. I know what I want in life, but I feel lonely even after my loved one passed away. It's like every single thing my clients have in common is that they're in their own way and they know it. Pat Cook, thanks for chiming in. Your life matters too. I really appreciate that. Money for me is only a tool. Yeah. For one, Daniel, realize that it's never too late. I just got off a call a couple hours ago with a client that's 55. I have another client that I meet with that's my longest standing client that is 65. Both have changed their lives drastically. I have another client that is, I think, like late 50s, changing his life. He's moving slowly, but our conversations change his life. He feels like a completely different person in the 9 months we've been working together. I had a client that we did a lot of work together. He decided to stop working, which is great. People don't have to work with me forever. He is 60 or maybe 61 by now, was raised in the Mormon community, had a wife, 5 kids, divorced them. It was all tough, and he's recreated himself. It's like when you can learn to appreciate the way that you feel, the loneliness that you feel. Your loved one that passed away, there was something in you that person was trying to fill, but you didn't fill it yourself. And it's an inside job for everyone. You gotta be the one that does it for yourself. If you seek, and this is very common, and especially in the queer community, if you seek someone to fill you up, but you aren't full yourself, it's gonna be a sticky road unless you fall into personal development, work with a coach like myself to help you learn about the beliefs that you continue to carry and hold on to that are holding you back from more freedom. So I'm someone that I hated learning growing up. I wasn't a very bright kid. Came out at 16, but that comes with its challenges. Was heavy into drugs, the way that my life was, I've grown and learned from it. So when I work with my clients, we have fun, we laugh. Yes, we cry together sometimes. I don't have a guarantee on a box because if you've seen the movie Tommy Boy, he talks about, I could take a dump in a box and mark it guaranteed, but all you'd have is a guaranteed piece of shit. And that's the way I see it too. If you bring your attention to the table and you show up and you commit, you're in for radical change. If you feel lonely, you can kick loneliness to the curb. If you know what you want in life, but there's some things that are in your way, whether it's more leadership, you want to face life with more integrity, make a bigger impact, just be at more peace with your soul. All of that's possible. And that's what working with someone like myself really helps with, is through conversation and through some fearless inventories and some questionnaires, we're gonna discover what's in your way, and you're gonna learn through technique and through empowerment and through showing up that, wow, this has been in my way, and I gave more weight to this unknown source, and now all I gotta do is remove it. My advice to you is sort out your own life before giving advice. Pat Cook, if you're referring to me, I've sorted out my own life. I'm living the dream, what most people dream about. Time freedom, location freedom, financial abundance. Like literally every day of my life I love. I do things that I enjoy. I probably work 4 hours a day. I only coach 2 days a week. I have 2 homes. Like this isn't tooting my own horn. I'm giving this advice because I feel so great in life. And I'm here to remind you that you all can do it too. Theory is easier than practice. Absolutely. And everyone has their own theory. Everyone can create their own meaning. But something amazing happens when you can sit in meaninglessness. You literally, that's hard for most people to sit in their own thoughts and just to detach any meaning from their thoughts, because most likely what your thoughts mean to you is from someone else's meaning. Society's beliefs, society's meaning. I used to be gay. I'm still gay, but gay comes with its own varieties of meanings from a variety of people. I used to be a drug addict. Being a drug addict has its own meaning. It comes from I used to feel worthless because of the way I treated myself. I decided to give my life new meaning, a better quality meaning. And now I'm living proof that it's possible. It's fulfilling. I've overcome fears that there's nothing I can't do. I continue to show up every day and treat myself like I matter. All these things I never did because they gave me I believed in a certain theory. I believed in a certain meaning. I just had to follow my heart. Most people follow their mind, and their mind has been conditioned with all the noise. Most people, our minds are like a computer, and it works very intelligently. And I would love to suggest that one of your intentions in life is to stop listening to the noise. Reprogram your mind. Reprogram your body. Remember, your mind thinks thoughts, and then you feel sensations in your body because it's all connected. So if you start to think about it, if you start to think a certain thought, like a fearful thought, your heart might start racing. You start to feel a little anxious. You watch a scary movie, it's not real. I have a friend that works with Ryan Murphy. She's the president of his company. And I'm like, how do you work on those shows and not be terrified? She's like, Anthony, it's TV. We see the end result. Right? Johnny Carroll in the house. So good to see you. We see the end result. So but we've practiced the fearful experiences so much in our life that we feel in our body. But on the contrary, think of a food. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Think of something that you love to eat that is rich and delicious. It could be a piece of fruit. Could be a slice of greasy pizza. Could be a fried chicken sandwich. Could be a croissant. Whatever. Think about it. Think about it. Think about the last time you ate it and it's as if it's in your hand, you're about to take a bite. The more you practice, you've been doing that so long, it's not actually there, but I guarantee your mouth is most likely salivating. It's not real. You just thought about it. So what if you were to start changing the way that you think? What if you started to see life through more of a positive lens? It's your choice. You don't have to. You see through a positive lens, you get more positive results and you feel more positive in life. You have positive outcomes. It's like you can either be pessimistic or optimistic. It's a choice. The more I chose to see through more of a positive lens, the better quality of life I experience. I struggled with my weight my entire life. I had body image issues. I can look in the mirror faithfully now and be like, God, you look good. And it's like I eat a better balanced diet where I still had a croissant today. I still drink alcohol on occasion, smoke a joint on occasion, do things that, used to take me down. Now I do it more in moderation. Can you replace my partner? No. We're having a great time. I'm actually about to to renew our vows, propose to him again, because I realized this coming May that I proposed to him 10 years ago. Sebastiarli, thank you for the kind words. Thank you for your kind words, Sherry. Very intelligent. You have a lot of common sense. I've also learned that common sense ain't so common. It's not that you were not bright growing up. School did not interest you. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think school's designed to interest you. It's designed to make you a worker. It's designed to have you work 9 to 5. We're not on this planet to be workers. We're on this planet to discover more of our essence and our, like, do things that we're passionate about, that fuel our soul to, like, light up our pineal gland. It's like the third eye. It's inside of our brain. When it lights up, it's like you can do things to light it up. Spain in the house, beautiful. Usually the person who laughs the loudest is usually the loneliest. Never heard that. That sounds like it could be kind of like could be quite accurate. Thanks for all the gifts. Thanks for all the badges. I really appreciate it. I got caught up in a question, and I'm just really passionate about growth and mindset and like having a better time while I'm on this planet. It's like it's so temporary. People here have been sharing how their partners passed, their best friend passed. Like we don't realize that every time we leave our house, like we're putting ourselves in like harm and danger if we live a fearful life. But the more that we appreciate ourselves, life can get so good. I'm living proof. There's so much information out there to thrive and to learn. You got to start paying attention to it. You don't have to. Singapore in the house. Do we live better lives and not happy always? No, I don't believe we're supposed to always be happy. Happiness is a choice. But there's a beautiful amount of appreciation we can have towards our emotions. And so we can appreciate a challenge. We can appreciate when fear comes to try to keep us protected. Because remember, fear was designed to keep you safe when there was a saber-toothed tiger around the corner. Not to have you live in fear 24/7. Not to have your anxiety take control of the wheel of your life every day. If you're anxious in life, practice being present. If you don't know where to begin, Google it. How do I become present? How do I practice being present? I guarantee there will be a slew of things, books to read, people to follow, TikTokers that have millions of followers that can teach you for free if you give your undivided attention to them. It's amazing how much amazing free information is out there. If the information you're receiving that doesn't make you feel good, it's probably not true. You're the best. I listen constantly to hear applicable advice for me. Beautiful, RJ. Mick Cameron. I'm not here to say I know it all. I'm just here to share what I've learned. Life's gotten good from what I've learned. I don't take life so serious. I have fun. And I guess there's one of them. There's Figgy. His name is Fig. He's a fruit. We call him Mr. Newton. People that are unhappy like to bring other people down, don't acknowledge them. Yes, I realize that, Sherry. Hurt people. Which is why so many people in the gay community hurt others. Because fact of the matter is, they've been hurt. They've been led to believe that they don't matter. And no six-pack, no perfect relationship is gonna make it better. No fancy car, no material items. I know a lot of gay men that make a lot of money. And they are unhappy. They have all the fancy cars. They have all the big homes. They travel the world all the time. They have a lot of sex. It's resorting to other things that are trying to make them happy when they just have to go inward, which can be scary for a lot of people. Do I have a guy in my life? I have a partner. Moises, so good to see you. Eduardo, hola, ¿cómo estás? Haven Turk, super great day. So nice to see you. Sorry if it's been a while since I've read your comments. I'm getting caught up. The universe put me here, so I think there's something I'm supposed to hear from you. Cuco. Iku. Cuco. The Ku. Super grateful you're here. Yes, things don't happen by chance. Where your attention goes, energy flows. What your heart seeks is seeking you. Your heart is constantly asking for your attention. It's time you pay attention to it. Italia, Greta Villan, Bianca, Garu. Ciao, bello. Come stai? It's your girl, Kara. Yes, King. I have a great membership. If you want to spend a little bit amount of money or a little bit more money for a year to join a membership it's designed for the gay male community. But honestly, anyone's welcome. It's to help you overcome your adversities and celebrate one another. Deacon is in the house, ladies and gentlemen, humans of all kind. So good to see you. Watch out when you talk about pizza. Hey, pizza is one of my favorite things. I'm Italian. Technically Sicilian. Pizza. Yes, Peyton, I'm so grateful that my words are registering with your spirit. It's so wonderful. This is why I show up here. I love to help other people thrive in life. That's why I have free services. I have a free newsletter. I have a small amount of membership per month. That's there to help. I have a higher end mastermind that you get a couple one-on-one conversations with me through a 90-day course that will change your life completely, help you develop better habits. And then there's also the one-on-one transformational coaching that is a 6-month commitment that will change your life forever. So I have multiple opportunities of people to work hand in hand with me, and it's up to you if you're willing to dive in, commit. I see life and death daily, including our surgical patients. Some that cannot shake the down should. I see life and death daily, including our surgical patients. Some that cannot shake the down should. I think you know what really helped me with death was my dad almost died a couple times. He's doing better now. I started watching Hospice Nurse Julie on TikTok and Instagram. She's got 2 accounts, Hospice Nurse Julie. And just taught me a lot about death and how we have this misinterpretation of what it is. And it's so far from the truth. It's actually a beautiful thing. Everything in life is temporary. Everything is meant to come out, have an experience, and then go back into the ground. Everything. So, it's great. Like if you're struggling in a place in your life where you're afraid of death, learn more about it. If you're anxiety ridden, learn how to reduce it. There's the pills that can help you, like Xanax can help you, whatever the pills are, to reduce the anxiety, but that's not getting to the root cause. If you have a lot of headaches, aspirin's only going to go so far. So ask your body, what's causing these headaches? Maybe a lack of hydration, maybe too much incessant thinking, maybe you have too much negativity within you, too many beliefs that are causing this rapid pain, and all you have to do is learn what the beliefs are and extract them, unbelieve them. It's amazing how much pain and suffering our bodies can withstand, and we tolerate, and we continue to experience when your body's not meant to be sick. I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to give you medical advice. I'm not giving you medical advice. But our bodies are not designed like they tolerate a lot of illness, but they're not designed to be sick. The theory of school is that the being a well-rounded citizen, I'm a native and hate the colonization. Yes, the colonization. Yeah, I agree. Mike MD's birthday is today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a little... Happy birthday, Mikey. This place is a better place. This world is a better place with you in it. You've made it around the sun one more time, and it's time you celebrate yourself daily, not just on your birthday. You join Yes King, my membership for the gay male community. You learn how to celebrate yourself and celebrate others. We all do it together. We grow together. Natives, we worked 20 hours a week, and then these foreigners force us on. Yeah, kuoko, luku. I work about 20 hours a week now. I'm planning, designing my life in a way that I'll work even less. I only take a certain amount of one-on-one clients. I have a couple slots open if you're interested. I only allow so many people to take up my space. I want time with myself. I love to explore and travel. It's the way I designed it. Patrick, I think I just answered thoughts on medication for anxiety. I think it's okay to do it for a little while, to help you get calmer, to be more present. But it's very important that you practice presence, because otherwise the medication is only going to do so much, and then it might actually do a disservice on your body. And that's only because I've seen time and time again clients, people I've talked to, all around the world that got addicted to pain meds, got addicted to anxiety meds, and it ended up eating away at their body, tearing up their gut. And your gut's like the second brain. That's why I'm a life coach. I don't excel in any. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist or a personal trainer. But my body's slim. I feel great in my skin. I've healed ailments on my body with my mind alone. I don't go to a doctor. I have a holistic doctor, but I barely see. Lexapro for anxiety is harmless. Okay, beautiful. But remember, all those things they're not getting to the root of the cause. So if you're an aspirin will take away a headache, but it's not getting to the root cause of why you get a headache. So we got to make sure we get to the root. That's all I'm saying. Thanks for the kind words, London Fame. Appreciate you. Sorry, I'm just getting caught up with the comments. 22 Rodeo Official. Josh Steele in the house. Josh, I'm just about to leave again. You seem to be coming lately when I'm done. Achilles. So good to see you. There was a thought I was going to share, and I wanted to finish off with that thought. You matter. You matter more than you have any idea. Just keep it aware. That might be hard for you to hear, but it's true. I speak the truth. Nothing but the truth. Alex in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Alex, I'm on my way out. Unwritten 25. Happy birthday to you. RJ and McKevin. Randall. Super grateful you're here. Listen, you matter more than you have any idea. It's truth. Deep beneath all the conditioning, deep buried, all the conditioning is love. Always has been, always will be. That's what you're made of. You just learned to believe that you're not. So there's a great book out there by Marianne Williamson. She's running for president. I'm not saying to vote for her, although I'll probably vote for her because she's very all about the people. And one of her biggest bestsellers was called A Return to Love. That's all we got to do. Return to love. Appreciate ourselves. And learn to admire ourselves just the way that we are, six-pack or not, $1 million in the bank or not. Because a lot of people that have $1 million, they don't really care for themselves. They're pretty unsatisfied with life. So if you wish for more satisfaction, invest in your self-improvement. Follow more people on TikTok that are teaching you about the areas in your life that you would like to excel at. Work ideas, beautiful. But stuff like beliefs. Do you want to get better with your beliefs? The only thing that's hurting you and keeping you from more joy is limited beliefs. Beliefs that you believe about yourself that aren't even real to begin with. So if you have a high anxiety, like I said before, learn about how to reduce your anxiety. If you are living in fear, learn from people that have overcome fear like myself and learn how to reduce it. Learn how to believe it less. There's so much information out there, a lot of misinformation, but you can always do your research. You can follow some people like myself and you can do some research and see what you come up with. I do my best to show up here at 8 o'clock most nights. I might go to New York City tomorrow, and if I go to New York City tomorrow, I have plans tomorrow evening, so I won't be here tomorrow. But I might not go to Saturday morning, so I might just show up. But I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all for showing up, believing in yourself more, doing your best to do your best. That's all you can do. You're on this planet for a short period of time in the scheme of things, and you have the choice to make it great if you seek. If you seek any support, any coaching, maybe to work together, click the link in my bio. I got a free